Did your ex break up with you? Do you want to get her back? Oh, then this video is for you, because if you want to know how to get your ex back, then you need to stop doing these 3 specific things. All right, let's get into this video. Oof, so listen, man, I cannot believe how many men beg to get a woman back. If she got up and left, I don't know, man, maybe you fucked up big time, right? Maybe you cheated. Maybe you lied. Maybe you told her to leave. Whatever the case is, she got up and left. Now she's an ex and you want her back. Okay, so what's very, very important is frame, right? You do not want her coming back in the wrong context, because if she comes back in the wrong context, you are going to be a doormat and a beta male. Women fucking hate beta males. They hate it. And I can't emphasize that enough. So what's important is she comes back in the right frame. So you guys need to stop doing these 3 things. Number 1, stop texting her. I don't even have to further explain that. Just stop. Number 2, stop calling her. I don't have to explain that either. Number 3, stop begging her. I don't have to explain that one either. So number 1, stop texting her. Number 2, stop calling her. Number 3, stop begging her. Like I said, this is all about frame. If she's left you for a reason, and it's going to be very, very difficult for you to redeem yourself and just accept it. She's gone. That's the frame you want to be in. You do not want to be in a frame, like I said, where she's coming back and she sees you as a beta male and a pushover and a doormat, because it'll fucking ruin your life. Trust me. I was married before, 20 years. I know all about that. I've been single for 2 years, and I know all about dating. I've been on hundreds of dates in the last 2 years. I've probably been on more dates in the last 2 years than most of you guys have been on in your entire life. And I'm not sugarcoating this video, because I need to tell it to you straight, man. If she left and she's an ex, you need to be very careful on how she comes back. So you need to, if you were a beta male, that's okay. I've been there, right? It's all about changing as a man and improving and leveling up, right? So you now need to put yourself in the position of an alpha or sigma male. Let me know in the video if you want me to do, in the comments, if you want me to do a video on the difference between an alpha male and a sigma male. But they're kind of the same, but they're different. They're not beta males, that's for sure. So, like I said, it's all about frame. You need to make sure that when she comes back, she sees you as a guy that's not desperate. You have options. You're not a doormat. Even if you don't have options, dude, you need to pretend in your mind that you have options. And the reality is, you do have options. And there's things you can do to improve yourself, to level up your game. And I know it hurts that she left you, or now she's an ex, and there's certain little things that every woman does a little differently than others. I remember those. There's girlfriends I've had where I'm like, oh, this little thing was so cute, and I haven't experienced that before in somebody else, right? Maybe it's sex. Maybe the sex was absolutely the best sex you've ever had. Okay, well then you have to accept that you may not ever meet somebody where the sex was that good. Fine. You're going to find unique, interesting qualities with another woman. And it is what it is. But the most important thing, and I know I'm kind of repeating myself here, is that you do not have her come back where you're in this beta frame. Because I'm telling you, man, she will walk her all over you. And the thing is, women want a leader. Women want an alpha. They want a man where they feel like that guy has options. The more attractive she is, the more important this is. She needs to think he has as many options as I do, and that's why I'm attached to him. And by the way, just one last thing. You need to stop revealing your emotional attachment to her. Stop. You are stoic. You don't give a shit, right? You need to have that attitude that you don't care. And oh, yeah, well, you care about her as a person, but I mean, in terms of your emotions, it's like, okay, she wants to walk out. Okay, bye. Bye. There's somebody else. And that's what women are attracted to. It's so funny. I know I'm going off on a rant here. It's so funny how women, they say, I want an emotionally available man. No, they don't. Because as soon as a man gets emotional, he's sharing his weaknesses. He's crying in front of her because of something that's happened recently, or he's just fucking sad as fuck. You think she's going to like that? Man, you guys have no idea how many women that I've been out with. So I moved from Canada to Atlanta, and I've been in Atlanta for over 1 year now. The first 3 months were fucking brutal, man. Like there was times I was sad. No friends, no family, no pets, like alone in the city. I've never lived anywhere else in my life. And you can't see it, but behind me there's a pool, and I remember being in the pool, and there'd be people in the pool as well. And sometimes I just get emotional, and I'm glad the water was like covering my tears, man. It was bad. And so I started meeting some women a little after that and sharing some of the emotions that I had at the time. And there was a couple times I cried in front of them, and they looked at me with this disgust. I was like, what the fuck? So women don't want an emotional, available guy, okay? They want a guy who is a rock, a guy that they can lean on, a guy that's a leader, a guy that's an alpha, sigma, whatever, but let's just use alpha. They don't want a guy who they consider a little bitch. And you, if you're begging her to come back, you're texting her, you're blowing up her phone, she's seeing you as a little bitch. I hate to say it like that, but that's exactly what you're being, and you're being a beta male, and she hates that. So hope you like this video, and we'll see you next time.